What's up, everyone? This is Shadow here with House of Gamers. We are back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. I believe this is episode 9. So to start off with, after looking around a bit, I want to try to salvage some of this bleach stone that we're just sitting here letting dissipate. So we're gonna tell this to, let's see, consumable ore, oxalite, and bleach stone. We don't really have any oxalite around, really. There's some down here, but just to put it on there, just in case. Because you never know. Try to get them to sweep some of that up, and what do you know? Time for another print. Ooh, what do we want? We're not really ready for more slicksters. I guess we'll take the copper. Until we can get a good setup for those guys. It's just better that we leave that be. Anyway, let's tell these guys to come sweep up all of this stuff. And in the meantime, while they're doing that, we're going to go ahead and tell them to plan on digging some of this stuff out. Not that. We want them to dig all this out first. And let's see, water-wise, we're going to do what I said before and get some thermo aqua tuners down here by the anti-entropy thermonullifier so that they stay nice and cool. And do I want 3? Because they cool water. Let's go look at, see how much. Is it under base? Oh, utilities. Convenient. A thermo aqua tuner. Cools liquid pipe through it. Output heats in its immediate vicinity. Thermo aqua tuner cools liquids and outputs the heat elsewhere. Cooling factor minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And this water is coming out at 140 degrees, so knock off a good chunk of that with this. That's roughly 75.6 degrees Fahrenheit gone off of all of this. And if it's sitting at 174, that'll bring it down to around 100 degrees, and we might get a little more creative with it. These take a lot of power. Yeah, instead of doing 3, we'll do 2, and utilities don't randomly click. We'll just do 2, and then if the water is not cool enough when it comes up through these guys, we'll send it back through. And we want that and that. Now the big whoop about this is that we are in fact going to need to get rid of this. And put in probably some ladders over here. Not sandstone ladders though. We want granite, since granite is everywhere over here. Why did I do that? There, boom. Problem solved. Dig all that out. Now, like I said, we're gonna need some hydrogen. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, and find a easier way up, which will be here where that's dropping down. And like I said, these need a lot of power. 1200 watts, so we can't run it on one wire. And I mean, we have so much of this gold. I'm just gonna do it like this. It's not really a waste if you have all that much of it. Cancel these. Get these. Now this is something I could use the big thing on. Big thing. More specific. Large power transformer. We can just use that right here. Cancel these. Tell them to take this down to here. And that'll power these, no problem. That'll work great. We need an electrical engineer. Who's ready? No one. No one is ready. That's okay. Someone's about to be. Alright. Ren. Nicola. Joshua, you can be a runner now. You can go up to that. Ruby can also be a runner, and Lindsay can go up to here. Once Sapper Sam gets to a point where he can be an electrical engineer, which pretty sure, yeah, so he's already done the research, so he can go up to it next. We'll have him do that, but in the meantime, we'll just get prepared for it. Dig all that out. Ventilation. Same thing. Sorry about that. Not that. We want igneous. We'll just do this. We might change it later, but as of right now, it's not really that big of a deal. Yep, we can send all of this up like so. And like that. Put our little gas bridge here. Connect it via like that. And put another gas bridge here. That'll solve that problem. And then, of course, we can say dig to this point here. Tell them to fill that in like that. And we'll prettify it later. And it's already on a high priority. Poor Ashcan has nothing to do. Well, actually, a lot of people have nothing to do in here. You know what? While that's doing its thing, we can tell them to get the pipes ready. Igneous rock. Oh no, that's right, we told them we couldn't do that. Well, they can do it here. They can do it inside the base. And that's what matters. Yeah, just gonna take it all the way across. That didn't really dent anything. Get it out of here. Follow the same path we have for everything else. Everything except for that part. We're supposed to go in that way. Bam, look at that. Ready to go. It's a good thing we got so much igneous rock digging all this out. Like that. This way, everybody will have something they can do. Unless, of course, there's no igneous rock in this area, which would kind of put a damper on things. But turn this into a storage room. We're waiting for Sapper Sam to get his level up, but we are definitely still lacking a mechatronics engineer, and I want Frankie to be our rocket science guy, rocket space cadet, astronaut guy, but again, we need to get better food and stuff for that. Maybe that's what they can work on in here. They can work on food, better food production. But where do we want to do it? Perhaps move what's over here down. Put a battery there. Wait a minute. You're still allowed to go in there? I was unaware of that. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal. Choose a blueprint. We don't really have enough food to justify getting more people either. So we won't. We'll tell them they can't use this because we don't want them going in. Yeah, that works. Cleaning, put a smart battery here. Probably should have done this before. Flip that right way around. Do this sweet little thing here. Just like so. And that'll save us a lot, give us a lot of metal back. Get the automation wires going through here, like so. Deconstruct all of this stuff. Tell them that they need to climb up here to reach all of that, because they do. Dig out this stuff so that they can reach that. Alright. Still don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Still very unsure. Figure something out eventually. As far as this goes, can I put... It's a station, right? Power control station. No, that is too tall for that. Who's suffocating where and why? How did you get in there? Why is this not being powered? I am confused. Slow down. This is idle. Oh, because this doesn't have a floor. That's why. That's why. Confusion. That's also slightly concerning. Alright. That's not a great start. Can we get somebody to finish this pretty please? So that everyone can breathe again? Maybe, maybe replace this again? I took that down earlier, but I guess I shouldn't have. Everybody's taking their breaks. Five. Oxygen. This. Automation. And I'll put an ammo sensor up here. Somewhere abouts over here, maybe? Over here. That way. Starving. Okay, we have a bunch of gristleberry. No one should be starving for any reason. This needs to be priority 9. 5 that. You'll find that I oftentimes do stupid things like so. It's never pretty. Well, that's built back, so they're getting oxygen through that. That's getting oxygen. Well, that happened really fast over here. A lot of carbon dioxide. You know, I put those there. I could probably deconstruct these now. Sweep that. And now, you can go wash your hands. Well, it looks like they've gotten just about all of the plumbing done for that. And because of what's about to happen, I think it's probably time that we separate what's there. Oh, excuse me. Do that. Do that. Do that. Alright, so we've got everything set up as far as the plan goes. Of course, we're waiting for Mr. Sapper Sam to get his upgrade. I guess we'll come back when all of this is built, and we'll go over more of it in detail. See you then. Alright guys, we are back. So, I decided to scrap the whole Aqua Tuner idea because, again, I've never had any luck using them, so I did something really simple. Now I've got all these tanks to fill up with water, and as you can see, the water is kind of going in a circle until it cools down enough with these radiant pipes next to the anti-entropy thermo nullifier, and I'm making all of these liquid tiles because, well, because I can. Dropping all the water down, all the ice that's getting heated up, just drop it down, it's fine. But yeah, I have it set to only let stuff go through if it is below 50 degrees. This way the pipes won't freeze, it's easier to control, and it just works better. Now you might be wondering what I'm doing with all this polluted water. Well, as of right now, I am just dropping it all in here, and once if it becomes an issue, it becomes an issue. But as you can see, the water traveling through is completely germ-free right now anyway. Oh, it looks like all the germs here got killed off anyway. Now, our biggest concern is that while this is dormant, I actually want to vacuum out this chamber because I figured out, being a dummy, I figured out that the reason that there was slime lung in our water was because the steam was getting infected with slime lung. And then when the steam turned back into water, who's suffocating? Well, that's not good. You dig yourself some sandstone and make yourself a ladder. How do you always manage to do stuff like this? How do they always manage to do stuff like that? Instead of hopping somewhere safe, they hop somewhere they can't breathe. Oh yes, this is something else we had to do. We were actually running out of food, so I had to brew a bunch more meal ice, and we've replaced it with dust caps, which I filled this room up with carbon dioxide. So yeah, we put a bunch of lights in the base, which might come out if it starts to get too hot, which is already looking like it's getting pretty hot as is. But until then, because I like to suffer, we're going to get rid of this, all of this in here. We don't need any more carbon dioxide down here because we got plenty. And we can start giving them dust caps because we have a ton of slime down here that is apparently full of slime lung. Oh, and you know what? I wonder, is he done? No, he's not. Once he gets done with electrical engineer, we'll have him do that so that we can have the auto sweeper take stuff instead. Let's see, conveyor loader. Just have this go all the way over to here. And we'll put it over here. Get rid of that. We'll put our little receptacle over here. Shipping conveyor receptacle to get all of the stuff. They can't do anything, but they can deliver stuff to it. And that'll be that. And then here, just to maintain carbon dioxide levels, make sure they don't overflow the area, we will do this. There we go. Oh, and let these guys in. They can come in here now, if they want. Deconstruct that. Look at them clean. They literally have nothing else to do because all the Atmos suits are gone. Somebody's out here using them for God knows what. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're digging all this out, like I told them to. And they're, of course, cleaning everything that needs to be cleaned. And we're going to go ahead and do that again. Go ahead and take this out, I guess. They built that up. Ventilation, gas pump. We'll tell them to put this. I'm not sure yet. Probably not there. Look, we get to choose something. Ooh, a Weezwort seed. Never hurts to have another Weezwort. Let's see, furniture. We'll hang it. Can we not hang it there? Can we hang it here? Can we hang it here? We'll hang it. We'll hang it here. Yeah. There we go. Cool that area down just a wee bit. Get back into some research here. We got a lot researched already. How about high temperature forging? We might start going up closer to space if we can get some steel stuff going. Look at all this copper that I have yet to dig out. One thing at a time, I guess. You know, something that really bothers me in this game is that you can't get rid of the decorational items that have been put in. Like the tables and stuff, you can't get rid of those. And that is not ideal for me. There you go, dig all that out. Continue digging, please. Thank you. But, like, you can deconstruct these, and that's great, and that's fine. But you can't get rid of the table or the lamp. They just have to stay there. That's funny. I apologize about that. Someone is not driving very well, apparently. But what we're going to do here is just go right the way up. All the way up. See, look, now I can't put that there, and they can't walk there. That's actually not the right height anyway, so doesn't matter. We can do that instead. Now we are eventually going to fix this as well. And once they get that done, we will, of course, go back to digging up. And we will replace that with this instead. And as long as no one is dying in the base, which they shouldn't be, he's asleep, but that's okay, that's fine. As long as no one has any slime lung on their person, you should be okay. The slime in here is absolutely outrageously germy, and I'm not sure how it's not transferring. Oh, it is transferring, okay. But it's not transferring to the dust caps, which is also okay. And somebody needs to start disinfecting things earlier on. Give them all something to do. Deconstruct that. Why can't you eat gristleberry? What's wrong with you? Improper plot. Okay. I guess our buddy bud can't be in there anymore. And this is a mess hall again because of it. Ah. But we can put pictures in here now. So I think that's what we'll do. Put a picture. Is anyone able to do the art job well? Lindsay is okay. Frankie is okay. We'll do Frankie. Alright, Frankie. Priorities. You're not Frankie. Art. Oh, he's an art student. There you go. Now someone can build that, and we can make that a great hall again. That's why everybody's so stressed. Or getting stressed, anyway. Look at all our dust caps. We're running off of our 8 tons of slime. Got a bunch of slime. Go ahead and dig that out. Dig that out. Dig that out. I was about to say, is that active again? Oh no. We're not ready. But, oh, that's right. I completely forgot about this big boy up here. Oh. That's a whole nother doozy altogether. I forgot about that. Like, as if we didn't have enough natural gas over there as is. Now we've got this to deal with. Slime lung carbon dioxide, slime lung oxygen, slime lung polluted oxygen. It's all okay. What we're also going to do, since we got this here, is, you know, it's okay. We can leave it the way it is. Not a big deal. But we're going to box this in for now and not bother with it. And just, like I said, dig right the way up. We don't have a food problem anymore, so I'm not worried about that. Deconstruct these. Make sure that those have what they need. We'll check on Mr. Sapper Sam. He is still at 82%. Not helpful. Because we do want to be able to get through all this stuff. Did you just run and pick something up just to pick it up? Alright. Well, you're doing what I want you to do, so that works. Drop all this down. Obviously, we've already got all this slime lung, so it's not that big of a deal anymore. Go right the way up, all the way up to where you just can't even see. Tell them to dig all this out. You know, this would actually probably be easier with an auto miner, but do we want to deconstruct that first? I don't think we do. I mean, it's not like we don't have slime lung in the air already, so we'll just tell them to do that too. Just tell them to go down and dig that out. And yeah. How much further do we have to go? How far is space? How far up is space from here? This is coming together really nicely. Like, I was worried that it wasn't going to grow in fast enough. Can't speak. But it seems to be doing pretty good. just needs its slime deposits. Now I need to watch him. He's covered in slime lung. He goes and delivers it. We are not having any of that in the air. Thank you. Sorry guys, I know that was stressful, but I'm not having any slime lung in the air in the base. And in fact, because of that specific issue right there that just happened, we're going to dig out a tunnel straight to there. Can deconstruct this ladder and put some airflow tiles. But that is not going to happen. Not again. We don't want that. That is the biggest no in the history of no's. We'll do that. We can have them go up through here to get it. To deliver it. And on their way we can make a sink. Automation, shipping, no, I know where it is, it's in medicine. We'll put multiple sinks along the way. My water is a mess though. That there like so. Take that down like we normally do. And send it right the way back up here. Right? Yes. That's where polluted water goes. Please don't trap yourselves. That would not be okay. This done. Appreciate it if you would dig that out too. There. That way everyone gets the opportunity to do a good deed. And cut that off. And once we get this done, that'll be all we have time for in this episode. Not a terrible start to the day, or to the map at all. We're getting pretty well off with this, and our water is all germ-free, it looks like. It's hot, but it's germ-free. And this is getting hot too. And I might just say, take out the microbe musher, because we're not using it, and put in a weasel wart up here too. Let the time fly. Oh, that's right. Atmosphere. We want carbon dioxide to stay in. What have I done? What have I done? I've let out all the carbon dioxide. We just need to put a door here then. Well, you know, I say that, but let's... Come on, stop it. Stop that. We'll put the door up here, because that's probably a better place for it, all in all. Because we don't want to lose our carbon dioxide atmosphere. Why is it that when I want them to build something quickly, they do not do that? And honestly, you know, I'm actually half tempted to do this number, going from the top over this way. And tell them they can go out the other way. Just casually figure their way over. Deconstruct that. You're not starving. We have plenty of food. How's the water looking down here? It's actually pretty low. You might tell them to do below 70 just to get the water flowing. Why is this plugged up? Why is it not flowing? Oh, I'm dumb, that's why. That's why we're losing water so quickly. Alright, well, we can tell you to go back to being cold at 60. We'll do 55. Someone finally fixed that. That's grand. Our nice cold water is finally going back. And now they're going to have to go repair this because I'm dumb. Oh, he did that. Tell him to dig through that. We're going to do this a cheeky way and make sure that we don't get any hydrogen or anything in here. It's actually quite convenient that we can do it like that. I think this stuff has germs on it, but that's okay, because we're just digging right the way up. Anyway, I will finish the rest of this off camera, because I'm running out of time. If you like the video, hit the like button. Like I said, if you have any questions, you know, be sure to ask in the comment section. I am not the best at this game, but I definitely enjoy playing it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. If you really enjoyed it, and I earned your subscription, please subscribe. Until then, guys, this has been Shadow, and remember, game on.